What's up guys? Welcome back by this new video. Today doing the Great League, and today I made a new lantern for the Great League and it has water gun because yesterday's video with Shadow type Lotion I just saw too many of those water gun lanterns and I just want to test out how it does. So that's why I tested out a water gun lantern right now. Lantern, it's a water and electric type. It has water gun this time as fast move, Surf and Thunderbolt as charge moves, and will be assisted by Skarmory and Annihilape. And this Lantern, it's a 1-12-12, so I think it's quite decent, I hope at least. I actually don't really know which ranking, but it doesn't really matter, I think. So let's hop into the first match and just see how it will go. So we're starting straight into a mirror lead with another Lantern from the opponent. Actually, I didn't really wanted to see this lead, but it doesn't really matter, I think. Opponent thunderbolts me. It was unfortunately enough on the CMP, so I'm in a little bit of a weaker position right now, but my thunderbolt does quite some damage. But maybe I want to make a catch when the opponent makes it to his thunderbolt and just switch out into my Annihilape. I think that's quite a solid switch, in my opinion. So opponent thunderbolts me, I can tank. Unfortunately enough, we see an Azumarill incoming right now. Opponent, this is quite hard. Do I want to make it to a move? I think I don't really need it to do. So I think, yeah, this is quite hard. Yeah, I will switch into my own Lanturn back. I think that's the best. Going then for a very simple Thunderbolt, seeing how this will deal. Maybe opponent will shield, will be nice. Perfect. That means I can deal a lot of pressure into the opponent. At least I have to throw one very nice hit with a Thunderbolt against the opponent. So throwing nicely on alignment, going for another Thunderbolt. Hopefully this one, opponent will let it go. No, he still shields. Why? I just really have to throw in my Thunderbolt. Opponent switches out into Altaria, and there is where my Skarmory can, make its own shine or something like that. But I think for me the best option will be to overfarm to almost a back-to-back Brave Bird and just straight throwing in a Brave Bird. Opponent will probably switch in their Lanturn, I suppose. Maybe Azumarill, we will see. Throwing in the Brave Bird into that Altaria. Then opponent indeed switches into their Lanturn, so I can go from perfect Sky Attack, almost KOing that Lanturn. So opponent then switches out into his own Azumarill. I don't need to shield, I think at least. And I really hope I can make it to a Thunderbolt. With my Lanturn, it will be quite difficult. I can take one more hit. No, I cannot. I needed to... Ah, shoot. Yeah, that's because opponent made a beautiful switch. So I guess very nice plays. I think I could have won. Somehow. But yeah, really nice plays. At least into the second match. Hopefully we can win this one. We're going against Fazek. Going Lanturn into Shadow Alolan Sand Slash. I don't really know if I really like this lead. However, Water Gun Lanturn deals more fast move pressure, so that's why I really enjoy that. This will be definitely a trail run, so I'll just shield. I think for me the best option is to go for a little overfarm, throw in a surf, seeing if the opponent wants to shield or something. Yes, so they are shielding. Then I will make a beautiful catch on my Skarmory. Opponent goes for Drill Run. That will deal for not very effective damage. No, it's an Ice Punch bait. Ah, you have to be kidding me sometimes with those things. But at least the opponent goes into Mantine, not a problem. I've still got my Lanturn. Opponent has Water Pearls, I guess? Yes, okay. Interesting move. Losing the CMP. This is only an aerial ace, so I can just let it go. Absolutely not a problem. I can tank it without a huge problem. Going then for a Brave Bird. Brave Bird will definitely deal some solid damage. Opponent may shield. No, isn't shielding. That's fine. Because opponent didn't went for one fast move, I can make 2 a Sky Attack after this. So I think that's great. Sky Attack, decent damage. Opponent returns with their Shadow Alolan Sandslash, and this time it's time for Annihilape. Opponent in the back has got a Licky Tongue, and it's game over. Absolutely. Annihilape will absolutely destroy both of those Pokemon. And that's great. I don't have close combat on it, but doesn't really matter. Counter does already enough amount of damage. Yeah, I will shield. Why not? I can shield this. It's a Power Whip, so that's absolutely great. Going then for another Ice Punch, seeing how this one will go. It may be shielded. I actually don't know. Yes, it will be shielded. I will save my Annihilape with a little bit of HP, so I can tank one potential Shadow Claw from the Shadow Alolan Sandslash. Because opponent will throw in a Drill Run. Or not. Ah, okay. It was just safety. But yeah, very solid win. So into the third match, 1 win into 1 lose. So we're going right now against Toby Montage, if I'm right. We're starting Lanturn into a Dragalge. Actually not the best Pokemon to go against, so I'm switching straight into Annihilape. But opponent is... Why does he has Acid as fast move instead of Dragon Tail? I think quite a spicy pick in my opinion. Aquatail didn't do that much damage. I will go here for a very perfect Shadow Ball. Will definitely deal some decent damage that I really like. Making it then to another Shadow Ball, seeing how this one will go. Shadow Ball got shielded this time. Okay, that's great. Opponent will definitely go for a Bubble Farm down, I guess. I will make to 1 Ice Punch to deal the last amount of little chip damage, so I can Water Gun down. Opponent shields, no way. Okay, that's massive actually. But I will be met by at least 2 of those play roughs. Will definitely be quite annoying, but Lanturn is really tanky, so I think that's okay, in my opinion. Opponent goes for another play rough. Maybe after this play rough I will switch into Skarmory. That could be quite an interesting switch. Oh, opponent goes into Dragalge. So I think I did a nice thing to switch. Opponent throws in an Aquatail. I can absolutely tank that move. And I will go for a little bit over farming here. Trying to make it to maybe 2 Sky Attacks. Unfortunately enough, I'm losing CMP. Doesn't really matter at the moment. However, it's always sad to lose CMP in this game. Especially when you need it. But okay, going for Sky Attack, KOing that Pokemon. Opponent goes into their own Skarmory. Okay, I think this is quite okay in my eyes. Because I still Lanturn. Opponent is weak to Lanturn twice, so I think I can win this. Going for Brave Bird, dealing some solid damage. Going for another Brave Bird, seeing how this one will go into the opponent. After this Brave Bird, I will switch into Lanturn. Go actually for that Water Gun farm down. I think that's solid enough. And I think I can Water Gun the opponent down before he can make it to another Sky attack. So that's great. Made it to a Thunderbolt. And that's goodbye goodbye that Azumarill. So very solid lead. Even with the weak start, we still managed to win. So that's great. And that's 2 wins into 1 lose into the 4th match of the first week. We're going against Benito with a lot of numbers. Starting Lanturn into Talonflame, a very great lead. Opponent will definitely switch. He goes into Swampert. So, yeah, for this Pokemon, I have a beautiful response. That's my Annihilape. Maybe I have to shield twice. But yeah, no matter what or how, just have to win switch. So going here for the Ice Punch. Maybe opponent would like to shield. That will be quite fun for me. No shielding. Okay, that's totally fine. I don't really care that I have to throw in a shield. Absolutely not a problem. I can just counter down without huge problems. So that's perfect. Maybe, I don't think at least, I can make it to a Shadow Ball against the Talonflame would be great. Because opponent will definitely switch into their Talonflame. Yes, I can make it to a Shadow Ball, no way, that's great. That means I can deal a solid hit into the opponent. Shadow Ball got shielded, okay. So that gives me switch advantage. And okay, opponent still continues. This does absolutely nothing. Lanturn is just a wall for a Talonflame, so that's great. Opponent flies me, not a problem. Switches out into Galarian Stunfisk. Actually not the best Pokemon to go and see right now, but that's fine. Going for Surf. Opponent lets it go. I'll try to let the opponent make it maybe to a potential Earthquake. I just want to see. Maybe it's a Rock Slide bait, so I have to be careful for that. It's a Rock Slide. So 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will just make some safety issues and switch out into my Skarmory. I've made it already to, I think, a Surf, or yeah, a Surf. So Talonflame can just perfectly die then. However, opponent goes here into a Flame Charge, I guess. I'm going then for my Surf. I think that's the best to throw in right now. Surf got shielded. And I can outpace the opponent and make it to another Surf and KOing him. I could have made it with my Skarmory to a Sky attack before the opponent went for Flame Charge. Almost a little mistake there, but luckily enough I've won. So that's great. So 3 wins into 1 lose into the last match of the first week. So we're going right now against Lewis. Going Lanturn into Jellicent. Okay, this is one of the reasons why you need a Spark Lanturn, but okay, it doesn't really matter in my eyes. However, opponent will throw in a Shadow Ball. 2 Shadow Balls will be able to KO me, so that's quite hard. I will go here for a Thunderbolt. I think that's solid to go for. Opponent will definitely shield. No, he isn't. Okay, I will switch into Skarmory. I don't really know what I have to do with Skarmory, but Yeah, I will just let it go. It's the shadow. No, it's a bubble beam. Oh, that's huge. And I can nicely Steel Wing down. So which Pokemon will the opponent bring in? He gives me at least some switch timer return, so really appreciate that. He goes into a Pidgeot, so that could possibly result that opponent maybe would have some grass type in the bag. So at least I'm going here for Brave Bird, seeing how this goes. Solid damage into the opponent. Because opponent switched out into a Pidgeot, I think I will stay in. Yeah, why not? He goes for his own Brave Bird, and I can Steel Wing down perfectly. And the opponent in the bag has got a Gradley in the bag. And actually, at this point, it's just a good game. Because he won't be able to KO me anytime soon, because I still Annihilape in the back as well. At least I'm letting him at least KO my Lanturn. That's a little bit of a sacrifice here. Grass Knot I can tank going into Annihilape, and opponent will come mid hopefully soon enough. Yes, perfect. And that's a game. So 4 wins into 1 lose in the first streak. I think that's solid. And a very solid team I've made, I think, as well. So we're getting a very nice Wooloo as a reward. And we can claim our rank. And yeah, we can see how it will go. So this Wooloo, not a hundo, unfortunately enough, but it's okay. Claiming my rank, we are at 2063 elo, totally fine. And yeah, let's hop right now into the first match of the second streak. And guys, I really want to make it to 500 subscribers, but I can only do that with your help. So just please press that subscribe button. It's free and you can always change your mind later. And right now into the next match. So we're going against Roach something. Going Lanturn into Shadow Alolan Sandslash. We had this lead already before, so I think it's okay. Opponent will start off with a straight, powerful Drill Run. That's fine, I will shield. Made it nicely on alignment because I went for 1 or 2 water guns. Going then for a Surf. Opponent shields, very nice. That means I will continue and try to make that catch. Unfortunately enough, it doesn't succeed. Opponent goes for, I think, 2 Ice Punches. I can tank, so not a problem. There's the first Ice Punch. Second one I can tank as well. However, opponent switches out into Mandibuzz. Opponent isn't waiting till I throw in a Brave Bird, so that's very nice, because Dark Pulse I can tank, and then I will be able to throw in 2 Brave Birds, and yeah, actually I think KOing that Mandibuzz right now, so very nice indeed. So Brave Bird, solid damage, love it. Oh, unfortunately enough, opponent is able to make it to a move. Yeah, I will just let it go, it's fine. So there's an aerial ace. I will throw back in my Lanturn. I think that's the best thing. Just before the opponent makes it to a potential Dark Pulse, I'm going for just a Surf. Yeah, that's how simple it can be. However, Surf won't KO. Actually didn't expect that, but it's okay. Dark Pulse are dealing okay amount of damage. Water gunning down. Opponents may return with Shadow Alolan Sandslash and throws on the CMP. Which, yeah, I don't know what opponent would have in the bag, so I will just let this go. And in the bag, we're seeing a tiny Azumbril. So I actually had to keep my Lanturn alive at this point. I think I will lose. But maybe I can potentially win. I actually don't know how opponent play roughs. Yeah, Azumarill's always having play rough as a move. I think opponent will just win. So yeah, he will definitely shield this Ice Punch. He has no other option. Ice Punch got shielded, and opponent makes it to play rough and will win the game. And that's really nice played from the opponent. Yeah, a little mistake from my spot, but it's fine. So I would say let's hop then into the second match of the second streak. So we're going against Chars, going Lanturn into Skeledirge, and this is when you need a Water Gun Lanturn to deal some more fast move pressure against the opponent. And I can make it to a Surf, absolutely amazing to do that. Surf will deal some... gets a shield, okay. Yeah, this is always a hard choice. I will let it go. It's a disarming voice, absolutely amazing to catch that bait. Love it. But yeah, it's just 50-50 chance. So this will be another disarming voice, that's fine. I can just water gun down, so not a problem. Gave me a ton of energy, really appreciate that. Opponent then goes into, I think it was a huge Shadow Wish Cache, but I actually don't know. No, I think it's a regular one. I actually cannot see that. But yeah, I think it's just a regular one. But at least going for another Surf. Opponent shields, so he threw already his final shield. He goes for a Mud Pump, I can tank. Absolutely not a problem, but he made a huge mistake because right now I have the opportunity to use some nuke moves into the opponent. I have Shadow Ball and I have a Brave Bird, so both very strong moves. I will shield this Scald. I think it's a Scald at least. Yes, perfect. No attack drop this time. Very fine. Really like that. And the opponent in the back has got a Shadow Alolan Sandslash, and that's a good game. Opponent just, yeah, couldn't do anything because I'm dealing for double super effective damage, so that's why. But at least one win into one lose into the third match of the second streak. We're going against Rishi, or Rishi, I don't know how to pronounce that. Going Lanturn into a Vigoroth. I think I will switch into Skarmory. I think that's a little bit of a better lead. Hopefully opponent will switch as well soon. He goes at least for Rock Slide, I can tank. Yes, there's the Rock Slide. Still not a switch. I don't think this is another Rock Slide, just a Body Slam bait. It could be a Rock Slide, I actually don't know. No, just a Body Slam. As I already expected, that's great. That means I can go here for a very powerful Brave Bird. That one shots the Vigoroth, absolutely amazing. Opponent with the Poliwrath, unfortunately enough, can deal some solid damage. Yeah, and because it's a Poliwrath, I think, for me, the better option is to throw in my Lanturn. Opponent goes into Vigoroth, but our switch timers are misaligned, so I can go into my Annihilape and absolutely KO this Ferrothorn, no matter how or what. Opponent power whips me. Fortunately enough, I can tank that move only one time. Play to the CMP, winning the CMP. I don't want to throw in a shield, so because of that reason, I'm going for a very simple Shadow Ball. KOing the Ferrothorn, absolutely great. Opponent returns with his Poliwrath. Makes it to a move. That's fine. It's an Icy Wind. Not a very huge problem. I know that I'm faster than the opponent, so I think for me the best option is to just throw on some surfs here and there. So I will continue. Absolutely shielded. It will be an icy wind. There's that icy wind. That means I can continue. However, my attack is de-dropped. Not a problem. This will be another icy wind. This time I'm letting it go. I have to bait, otherwise I won't be able to win. And I think opponent is noticing that as well. No, he isn't. Okay, another icy wind. I will be 3 times de-dropped with my attack, but I can still handle it. No way. So going here for the Thunderbolt, and I think this, even with those 3 deck drops, will be able to KO that Poliwrath. So that's great. So 2 wins into 1 lose into the 4th match of the 2nd streak. So we're going right now against the Blockhead. We're going against a Shadow Dragon Knight that I don't like, so switching straight into Annihilape. It's a Dragon Tail one, so a little bit more a fast move pressure. I think that's quite annoying. 1, 2, 3. I think I can tank another Dragon Tail. I'm not exactly sure about that, but at least going here for the Ice Punch. Seeing how this one will go. No! It KOs me. No shit. Ooh. Wow. Oh no, that's quite bad. So I think for me the best option will be to switch into Skarmory right now. Yeah, no matter how or what opponent isn't throwing a superpower. This is weird. I think he just crashed or something with the game. Wait, he's back. Okay, that's very strange. At least going for the Brave Bird. Okay, I don't know what I have to do, but at least Brave Bird dealing some solid damage into the opponent. Opponent goes straight up for a move, and will be a Brine. But I made a beautiful catch into my Lanturn. However, I think there will be grass type. No, not a grass type in the back. A Clodsire. I think the opponent has some connection problems, because it's a little bit loading in my left corner. So yeah, I feel a little bit sorry for the opponent. However, yeah, on the other hand, it happens by me as well. So yeah, they just need to fix those issues from the Go Battle League. Then it will be a lot more fair play. But yeah, he commits because yeah, he cannot do anything. I'm sorry about you, but yeah, even I think with its superpower, I would have shielded that one. It could end a little bit more interesting, let's say that, but I don't know if I would win. But at least, yeah. 3 wins into 1 lose into the last match of the 2nd streak. And we're going against Flink 7, going Lanturn into an Annihilape. Yeah, I think I can stay in here. Maybe I will switch. I will start off strong with a very simple surf. After this surf, I think for me the best option is to switch into Skarmory, making a beautiful catch. I think it will be Shadow Ball, but that's not a problem. Yeah, there's the Shadow Ball. However, Skarmory is a very tanky Pokemon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually don't know if it is a Shadow Ball. I don't think it's an. I think it's an Ice Punch, but yeah, we will just see. Ice Punch I can luckily tank. An opponent goes into a Skuntank. Very, very nice switch. Because I'm Steel and he is using a poison attack. So going for Brave Bird, the opponent knew that I will just use a Brave Bird. But I have a little bit of the advantage here. However, I don't know what I have to do against that Skuntank. However, I will switch into Annihilape. I think that's the best Pokemon to throw in right now. Because look at that damage already that I'm dealing. This will be a crunch. I will definitely shield. Because I don't know what the opponent will have in the back. No, it's a Trailblaze actually. That's a spicy one. And the opponent has got a Shadow Trapian in their team as well. So very interesting. At least I'm going for Ice Punch. Dealing some solid damage. Going then for another Ice Punch. And I think after this Ice Punch I will switch back into my Lanturn. And catching once again. No way that I'm making all of those catches. Absolutely love it. Going for Crunch. I can tank it, and I'm water gunning down that Pokemon's opponent. Returns with their Skuntank. I'm going for a Surf here. I think that's the best. Opponent will shield definitely. However, it could still end a little bit hard for me. But yeah, I think I can make it to one counter and then KO the opponent. I don't think opponent made it to back-to-back move. So he goes for Crunch. I'm just shielding. Getting that defense drop. No way. Opponent made it to another move. Oh no. No, I'm dead. No, because of that defense drop. Oh, no way. No. Okay. That's absolutely my mistake. I just needed to let that first move go. That was a really bad decision from my spot. Yeah, I lost count how many wins we got. I think first week we got 4 wins, then 3. So 7 wins in total. Hopefully at least. Yeah, so 1 more win to go. And here we go into the first match of the third streak. Final streak. We're going against Addis 10. Going Lanturn into Shadow Dragonite. I will just do the same thing like previous time. Going into Annihilape. However, this time it's a Dragon Breath one. So more fast move pressure we will see in this game. That's fine. Opponent goes for Dragon Claw. I think we will end up like the previous round. At least I'm going for an Ice Punch. And opponent isn't shielding. No way. Opponent goes into Skeledirge. I won't be able to tank that Shadow Ball. So unfortunately enough, I have to go here for an Ice Punch bait. However, opponent shields, so that's great. I will wait my switch timer a little bit because I was switched. Yeah, opponent didn't switch. So yeah, that's just a little problem. At least I have to go into my Lanturn because Skarmory will absolutely die by the Skeledirge. I will let the first move go. It will be, I think, a Shadow Ball straight on. That's fine. I can tank. No. Opponent has their own Lanturn in the back. Oh, that's absolutely bad. Yeah, that's just massive bad. Massive bad. I don't know what I have to do. I think I've lost. Oh, opponent plays it perfectly just before I can make it to a serve as well. And opponent almost made it to... Yeah, I've lost. I have to commit. Yeah, just really nice plate, I guess. Or at least really nice keeping it secret, his team. So yeah. Into the second match of the third streak. Little break I had. And we're going against Sir Malto. Okay, very interesting. Going Lanturn into an Abomasnow. I think Annihilape, it's the best Pokemon to throw in. Yes, that is definitely the better Pokemon because opponent is throwing in a Lanturn. So going for Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, massive damage into Lanturn. Lanturn didn't shield. That means I will shield one time his move. I'm going to shield. Seeing how this one goes. It's a serve, not a problem. Now I'm going for a counter farm down. So which Pokemon will the opponent throw in then? You will see. Will it be the Abomasnow or not? It will be an Altaria. Okay, so I have to throw in my Lanturn against the Altaria because I have to keep my Skarmory for the Abomasnow. But yeah, at least, yeah, still one reason why you need Ice Punch on Annihilape. Very simple. Okay, so opponent goes here for maybe Dragon Pulse or Moonblast, I guess. Yeah, there's the Moonblast. Okay, I can tank, so not a problem. Opponent switches into Abomasnow. He got lucky with that attack drop. But yeah, he committed. So yeah, one win into one lose into the third match of the third streak. We going against Solomon. Going Lanturn into an Umbreon. Yeah, Umbreon, it's a very solid Pokemon to start with. However, yeah, it's more of a defensive Pokemon, and against those defensive Pokemon, it's better to use a Pokemon like a Dragonite or a Water Gun Pokemon like I have with Lanturn. 2, 3, just before he makes it to another charge move. I'm going for the Thunderbolt. I think that's the best. Thunderbolt, okay amount of damage, I guess. Not too special, but that's fine. Opponent foul plays me. Not a problem. Then switches out into a Victory Bell. Tried to make a catch. However, he failed tremendously with that. And yeah, he's completely walled by my Skarmory right now. He may throw an Acid Spray. No, he has Sludge Bomb, Leaf Blade moveset. So I have two options. No, I just don't want to get another hit against me. So because of that reason, I'm just going for a simple Sky Attack. Hopefully KOing this Victory Bell. Yeah, definitely. Okay, opponent goes into their Umbreon. Not a problem. I can tank whatever he throws. Just a simple foul play. That means 3 Snarls will be another foul play. So just before he makes it to his third one, I'm going for the Sky Attack. This time he shields because he wants to throw in a move. And maybe he is just weak to me in the back, so that's why. At least another foul play. You know, I'm not jolling around here, so just going with my Annihilape. However, opponent in the back has got Wigglytuff. Not the best Pokemon actually for me. But I think I can handle it. Maybe a little bit. Okay, at least I deal some very nice damage. I will go into Lanturn, go for a very simple Surf. Opponent has to shield, and because I have a Brave Bird slash Sky Attack left on my Skarmory, I will be able to win. And I can even finish it off with my Lanturn already. So that's great. Actually very amazing. So love that. And I think 2 wins into 1 lose then. Made it to 9 wins right now. So one more until the 10 wins. Really want to make that. So let's hop into the fourth match of the third streak. We're going against Vino the Angel or something like that. Lanturn against Bastiodon. Opponent will definitely switch. Goes then into Medicham. Not the best Pokemon. Oh no, it's a Power Up Punch one. That's very annoying, in my opinion. However, I will be able to throw in at least 2 Sky Attacks, so I think that's okay. Going here for the first Sky Attack. She lets it go. Yeah, she wants to go for a lot of farm with her Bastiodon. That's fine. Steel Wing won't be able to KO this Medicham that easily, so that's okay. She returns exactly with her Bastiodon. I'm making it to a Sky Attack, to a Brave Bird, I mean. I know it will absolutely deal nothing because it's double resistant by the opponent. That doesn't really matter that much. At least I'm going into my Lanturn. Opponent, no, in the back. Opponent has a Trevenant. Ooh, that's painful. Because, yeah, 2 facts about Trevenant. It's faster with the charge move, and it has Shadow Claws, so yeah, it's even more annoying with fast move pressure. At least I'm going here for a very simple Ice Punch. Yeah, opponent will definitely shield all of those moves. Oh, this is bad. Absolutely terribly bad. And even plays it to the CMP. Yeah, I don't have any other win con, so I have to shield this. Yeah, she's just perfectly playing this match. I don't have Night Slash, so it makes it even worse as well. Yeah, she just definitely shields this move. I think at this point she has won the match. However, I have a Water Gun Lanturn. She goes for Seed Bomb. I don't know, yeah, that will bring me into the deep yellows. Yeah, and Stone Edge will KO, so I have to commit. Very nice play by her. I just didn't need it to bring out my Skarmory. I think that was my mistake. I had to stay in. At least really nice play. And yeah, 9 wins still. We can make it to 10. Hopefully we can do that. So into the last match of this video against Prometheus. Interesting name. We're going Lanturn into... No, not a Trevenant. Oh, this is absolutely terrible. This is the worst lead we can possibly start against. I will start off with a very simple Ice Punch to deal some chip damage, hopefully. The opponent shields that great. 3, 4. Opponent switches out into a Magcargo. I think that's okay. And totally fine, not a problem. Because Lanturn can absolutely tank that amount of damage. So for me, yeah, the right option to do is to wait my switch timer. Which 4 seconds. And then switch into my Lanturn. Just absolutely Water Gun down. This is the reason why you need Water Gun on a Lanturn. It will be a Rock Tomb already. Yeah, I would expect that. Okay, at least I can fund the Water Gun down before the opponent can do something. Opponent can outpace me, not a huge problem. It's still a very annoying one. Seed Bomb, I can tank on 1 HP. So that means I can go for a not very effective Thunderbolt here. Deals, okay, I think that's the right amount of damage that I actually wanted. But because opponent has already got their Grass and Fire Pokemon, I would expect there will be... No, not the Bastiodon in the bag. That's a good game at that point. Yeah, I was just completely, I couldn't do anything. Yeah, that's how simple it is. If I switch out into Skarmory, opponents will bring Macargo, so I would have lost anyway all the time. But yeah, very nice plays played by the opponent. Really nice. So 9 wins in total. My opinion about the Watergun Lantern, it adds some spice to the Great League. However, I think, yeah, I prefer the Spark one a little bit more than the Watergun one. But still very fun to use. And guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely press the like and subscribe button to help my channel grow to the 500 subscribers. Really want that. Hopefully you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.